Hello, I'm Jen, and I just wanted to talk about my testimony for the past couple years leading up to now. Um, so, back in about 2013, I had surgery, and as I was recovering and off of work and laying around and just trying to fill my day, which was long and boring because my husband was at work and my kids were at school. I started seeing 1111 and 111, and it caught my attention because you see it so much, you start to wonder what's going on here. So I Googled 1111, and it surprisingly led me to realize that spirit was trying to contact me, and I thought that was pretty fabulous. Um, I wasn't afraid. I was more intrigued, and the more intrigued you are, the more you look into things. So the more knowledge I started to gain about spirits and spirituality and dimensions and all that stuff, I guess you would consider like a cult. I guess I had a spiritual awakening, and I started to see the world differently than most people. So once you wake, there's no shutting it off. So then, I realized we were upgrading our DNA, and by awakening your Kundalini and your spirituality, you're upgrading your DNA, and you're activating knowledge that is in that DNA that is unactive at the time. But then the more knowledge you learn, you activate it. So then once I got integrated with the knowledge, I had a couple of different episodes of, like, I want to say, like, contact with spacecraft. um, I had seen ships, and my husband was wondering if I was going insane or not. I was not. I assured him I was not. And I think he had witnessed a few things as he was with me in vehicles and things. They would let themselves be known. I can get into some of that down the road, but I'm trying to keep this video a little on the short side. So on and on, I'm gaining more knowledge about spirituality and dimensional beings, and sometimes once you do this and you activate your DNA, you start to become a little bit telepathic, and they start to communicate with you brain to brain, and they let you know certain things. When you see it, there's like, when you see information, you have a knowing that they want you to know about a certain topic, and you just know that it is true. you also have to learn how to use your discernment, because once you become spiritual, your light is brighter, your vibration's higher, and lower vibrational spirits see that, and you're like a magnet to them. So then you may start to find that the lower dimensional entities want to confuse you. So you have to learn how to use discernment on what's true and what's not true when you're learning. So then, where was I? So we were definitely having this happen for a reason. There was something coming. They said, yeah, there's an event coming. And basically, I was in training for that event to come. I realized this in 2015, 14-15, that something was on its way, and that there's certain people that were awoken at the time to help humanity for this event that was to come. So 2016 came, and I've never been political before. Not at all. Although, when you realize that you're a spiritual being in a meat suit, and you realize certain things on the planet, like we're probably the only planet in our galaxy that pays to live on our planet. And there's way less freedom than one might think there should be. Where was I going with this? Oh, so I had no idea where things were going at the time in 2016, but I did like Donald Trump, and I seen right away when he said he was running for president that something was going on here. And I'm not much of a political person, but on the eve of the presidential vote in 2016, I had worked late that night, and I think I got home about 7:30, and I started dinner. And when I was doing dinner, I had the radio on, and this well, at the time I didn't know for sure if I was going to vote or not that night, because I knew that the polls were only open till 9, and my husband was relaxing, so I needed to eat first and foremost because I hadn't eaten all day. But as I was cooking, this woman came on the radio with this really powerful speech about America and freedom, and it just made you feel really patriotic. And I wish I knew what that speech was to tell you about it, but I don't even know who said it. But I knew when I heard it that in my heart I had to go vote, that there was something about this election that Donald Trump must win, and it was God doing it. Whether you like him or not, He became the president because God had placed him there. And whether you like any of the past presidents or not, they were all there because God had placed them there. But I knew in 2016 that night I had to go vote for him. And I don't know what came over me, but I grabbed Chris and I said, let's go. We're going down to town hall and we're going to vote for Donald Trump. We have to. And he didn't give me too much trouble, but he got his shoes on and down we went and we voted. And I don't really know much about Democrats and Republicans, or I didn't at the time, and I might have voted some Democratic stuff. I just started checking things off just to get that Donald Trump vote in. That's all that mattered to me. And Chris too, he did. And then we went home, and I felt great that, we did it. We made it last minute, last hour. So, I will continue in my next video.